What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. One more day to go until we hit the weekend. Special bonus extended size of Labor Day coming up. I want to dedicate this episode to one of the best big men in wrestling that I watched when he showed up on the scene in the NWA, teaming up with Dangerous Dan Spivey, the Skyscrapers. I was impressed when he joined the Four Horsemen. I was like, oh man, now they're taking the group to the next level. And I loved his exploits in the WWF when he was really upset with Hulk Hogan in my favorite Royal Rumble all time, 1992. And when he turned on Brutus Beefcake and he had all the powder from the barbershop sprayed on his face, it just made a creepy, crazy visual. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Psycho Sid Vicious, the master, the ruler, the world. And funny thing about this figure, ties into my focus for today, brought along, mentioned by our good friend Ryan Daly, about what are our favorite accessories. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the show. Rest in peace, Sid. Let's see who all is here, hanging out with us in the chat. James Green's here. Hey, Thursday night crew. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, man? Excuse me. I had to go get some vaccinations, because I have to make sure I stay on top of all that, and it's wiped me out. So we'll see how long I can go with this show. Hopefully you won't notice too low a energy level throughout, but we're gonna keep plugging along. I hope everything's good with y'all. Blake Tarpley. Ayo, Figure Fowlers. Let's coast into a nice long Labor Day weekend. Exactly, Blake. Let me see, make sure I start starring. You all are doing your accessory options already. Jeff, hope you're doing great. Okay. Have a follow-up topic for the show or another time. Crucial accessory for a figure. Didn't have if he doesn't have it, it's useless. Or a figure that didn't come with that crucial accessory. Yeah, there. I could probably think of a few if I consider it for a second. Let's see if I can get to it by the time we'll get to that point. The thing about Marvel Legends is that they are solid compared to many imports. Hands stay on, heads are great, plastic is more durable. Yeah, it's I like my Mafex DC figures. I don't go into the big battle royals that I might put my Marvel Legend figures through. So on that end for sure. And if you don't get figures with floppy joints, the Mattel WWE figures are really, really well done, fun, easy to pose, and it's now that they've added the Ultimate Edition articulation with the butterfly shoulders, it's so much more fun trying to see what kind of moves you can pull off with these guys. And they added double jointed elbow articulation. It's kind of weird that it took so long. You can see Sid here just has a single joint, but once they started working the double elbow articulation, it was like, oh man, we're rolling. So yeah, that's for sure. Oh, you do have the Mafex Gambit. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. That's the one I'm like, I wonder, because of the jacket, of course. The King Collector. The King is in the building. What's up, y'all? I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, King Collector, but every time I see the King is in the building, I think of King Mabel when old Mo was going, hear ye, hear ye. That King of the Ring speech was amazing. Blake says, same with Mezco. My Dr. Doom is amazing, but stuff just falls off of him when you load him up with his Jetson backpack and blast effects. It's all metal and it's cloth goods, but don't pick him up. Oh, no. Yeah, that's an interesting thing about Mezco. And over the last couple of weeks, I'm like, oh, people aren't loving the quality control. And I think if you're going to pay on average more than 75 for a figure, you don't need to have parts falling off, arms breaking off. I'm a lot more forgivable with Marvel Legends, unless it's something where I'm like, oh, shoot. I waited way too long to open this figure, and now I can't find a replacement. But typically, outside of those figures like the Green Goblin, Black Knight, King Cobra, with that armored shell pattern where their joints just kind of snap and break for nothing, I feel like they're pretty solid in terms of being able to pose, do all kinds of cool stuff you want to do with action figures and posing them without having to worry about them breaking. Vin Doom, what's going on, Thursday night crew? Into my main man, 100 grand, Jeffrey, what it is? What's up, Vin Doom? How are you? Omega 579. Hey, 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 what's happening? What's up, Omega 579? We're here hanging as always with the Figure Files crew in the building doing our thing. Looking forward to nabbing all kinds of figures that we're going to get. And while I'm in the shout out mood, let's give it up for the August super supporters: Tom Finn 2018, Kwame Taylor, Blake Tarpley, Greg Archer, and David Thanos. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. Appreciate it. And it's definitely allowing me to do some cool things, doing more videos, and hope you guys are enjoying them. Excuse me. G Brew. What's up, boys? What's up, G Brew? Ryan Daly's in the building. What's up? We're gonna address your question tonight. So stay tuned. Snake Eyes. Howdy, partner. I love that. I get a Roy Rogers feel, warm tingling feeling every time I see howdy, partners. It's like tip my hat to you, Snake Eyes. Undercover Colton. Hey, crew. Hey, Jeffrey. What's up, Undercover Colton? Did y'all, I mean, for me, I loved, for some wacky reason, Sid doing that thing with Macho Man when they were teamed up as Team Madness, and he was doing the fist bump, and they were like a super amped up Wonder Twins, like Wonder Twin powers activate. So cool. Anyway, Game Quest is here. Good evening, all. Time for Loud Figure Files. Glad to make it. Glad to see you, Game Quest. Nolan's here. Hi, Jeffrey in chat. What's up, Nolan? Jamelin Parks. What up, all? Driving. Are you driving somewhere fun, Jamelin? DJ Jedi. On the ones and twos. Loud Figure Files crew. What it do? What's up, man? And G Brew is a Punk fan. Whenever I hear the name Sid Vicious, I think of the Second Sex Pistols bass player. That's a bad story. Yeah, I mean, you know, how about Psycho Sid? David Thanos. Hey yo. Survey. Wait, I got a mic right here. Why am I faking a mic? Survey time. Sid was the most intense wrestler I've ever seen. David, I kind of feel like that would probably be the case for me too. I mean, Vader could give him a run for his money in his NWA WCW stint. He was the one that was like, when he fought Shawn Michaels in SummerSlam 95, I was like, he's going to kill him. Was that 95? No, it was 96 because Diesel was still the champ. In 95, he was going against, was it Sid? No, King Mabel. Yes, there we go. Make sure I get my wrestling correct. Brent Dash, what's up? Thursday Night Crew, it's been a while. It's been a while. What's up, Brent? How are you? Lefty T Lions BK, greetings, brethren. Just a quick heads up, because my area has been having thunderstorms in the distance for about 3 hours. No real heavy lightning strikes, but if the connection goes wonky and I black out for a second, hopefully I'll come back on. But just a heads up, if I kind of poop, there's no blip here. It's just a thunderstorm. Spider Fan. Hey, everyone. What's up, Spider Fan? Game Quest. I haven't watched wrestling since the Von Erickson early days of WWE in the early 80s, but cool that the current figures have so much to offer. They do. They're Mattel has really stepped up. Now they have some issues like all figure lines. I feel like they're starting to get to a point like you could count on them to have perfect scaling or really solid scaling. I think they tend to make bigger characters, like wider characters, a little bit too tall. And there's some figures where, as of recently, they're too skinny when they should be bigger and bulkier. I'm not sure if that's to get the approval of the wrestlers who are like, I was never that fat. What are you talking about? Make me slender, like Kevin Von Erich. So it's a tricky thing. But yeah, man, there's been a lot of really amazing wrestling since the Von Erichs. And that was definitely one of my gateways into it when they were showing the Legends of World Class Championship Wrestling. And I was like, this is so cool. There are 3-4 brothers doing this thing. I could stand the Freebirds. Badger Wolf Prime. Greetings, Plastic Family. What's up, BP? Vintage Bob. Hey, gang. Just got home in time. Hey, Jeffrey. What's up, Vintage Bob? How are you? Are you beating me to it, G Brew? But let's go ahead and start. What did you all get this week? G Brew said picked up the McFarlane Dark Side and the McFarlane Rebirth Wonder Woman statue at my local GameStop yesterday. What's your thoughts on Dark Side? Speaking of McFarlane, I picked up this guy thanks to a sale where he was $19.99, and I am so happy. I know I always say, wait, wait, wait. And this time it really paid off. So I've got Penguin now. And this is a figure I was like, I'm definitely going to get him. He looks like he's going to be one of my favorite figures of 2024. He just looks really cool. And I think they knocked him out. There's that terror, fear, apprehension when you get something in the mail where it's like, oh, please don't get the worst paint job figure, the whole lot of this one that you got. Nice clean paint work. And actually for the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures, I haven't had a lot of problems with paint jobs where it's like, gosh, how did this get approved? I'd like to see those goggles like on Booster Gold and Blue Beetle translucent, but that might be my biggest problem with the paint work. Jamlin just driving home, parked. Now to put you on the big screen. Nice. How big is the big screen? Finished Bob getting a nice, needed 10-day vacation for me. Well, happy to help you set it off. You're going to do anything fun? Are you traveling anywhere? Henry G is here. Hey, Jeff, Figure Files crew. What's up, Henry G? Hope everyone is doing well. Won't complain. Let's see here. What's this on the bat line? Oh, okay. Finn Doom. Always love when Sid said with clenched teeth, I'm the ruler of the world. Sid was cool. And I feel like for some reason he gets a bad rap. The jumping off the turnbuckle, basically snapping his leg. And I feel like, with the whole deal with the scissors and squeegees, well, whatever. But Sid on camera was really cool. And to hear Booker T talk, he owes a lot of his career to Sid giving him and Stevie Ray a big call up to WCW. And Sid was just cool. He did that big giant monster guy well, and it translated whether he was in NWA, WCW, WCW, WWF, WWE, ECW. I mean, it just carried wherever he went. James, hey Jeffrey, did you pre-order JYD from Powertown? I didn't. This HasLab situation has kind of tied everything up. Where it's like, yeah, sorry guys. Now, Penguin being $20 definitely made me press the button, but I had to kind of watch all this spin and make sure I'm covered for the Rattler. Cobra Rattler. Ryan Stinger showed up. Ordered some new figure display stands from Elevate because I need to rearrange my Cobra shelf now. Man, I set my Cobra G.I. Joe display up. I should take a video now before I start inserting some of the other vehicles and deluxe figures in there. But it's crazy how quickly I had like a pretty long 3-shelf setup for it. And I was really excited. My wife found it at Home Depot, not Home Depot, Home Goods and Ross, one of the two. I was like, great, let's get 2. And man, so I have one with my G.I. Joes, and on the other one, I've got my Transformers, and they only take up 2 shelves. But on my 3rd shelf, I got vehicles, so I may have to do some tinkering around. But the G.I. Joes have almost completely overrun their 3 shelves, and that's before the Dragonfly flies in, takes a seat down at the helipad. I don't know where I'm going to put the Rattler, but that's 2025 just problems. Brent Dash got 2. Excuse me. Brent, what's the word on the Stingers? Do you like them? And how are you displaying 2 Stingers? Badger Wolf Prime. Got a YOLO Park Optimus Prime model kit. And on the comic side, a Geiger. Yes, Geiger's amazing. Are you reading the rest of the Ghost Machine books? Red Coat. You said Geiger. What's the 3rd one? It's Geiger, Red Coat, and Rook Exodus. Those books are amazing. What do you think of them so far? King Collector. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. The King, Jerry Lawler, is my all-time favorite. And the Rock and Roll Express, favorite tag team, of course, Rip Sid. So I actually ran into Jerry the King Lawler. He was traveling with Mick Foley. And I was on my way on a work trip. I was going to Denver for that one. And I had to be up there super early in the morning. So I'm walking and, walking to the security check-in. And I'm noticing this guy next to me, and I'm like, hey, this is Rizzo, Ralph Tresvant of New Edition. And I didn't want to be like, hey, what's up, Ralph? But I was like, kind of casually talking. And I was like, all right, how do I work this up to be like, yo, man, big NE fan. Can I get a picture? And then the security was like, "Oh, you've got an express pass. You can come up." It's like, darn it. So my opportunity to get a picture with Ralph Tresvant was gone. But then I turned around as I'm getting my bags and I noticed the King, Jerry Lawler, and Mick Foley, and they were so cool. It was a really cool interaction and definitely one I'll treasure. And Lawler and Foley could not have been cooler, even at like 5 in the morning. Shout out Snoop, it wasn't 6. Snake Eyes did find the Sonic movie figures. Nice. No Shadow. Where'd you get them? Walmart? Jibru, Darkseid's arms pop off very easily, really. And they have ugly swivel single jointed elbows, but Darkseid just kind of needs to stand around and look menacing. So those issues get a pass from me. Yeah, he's not one where you got to have him brawling with Orion and Superman on your display. And that's how I have the DC Classics version, which is a really cool figure. I had that original DC CH version, and then when Mattel upgraded, I was like, yes, this is worthwhile. So I was very interested to see how the McFarlane one was. And hopefully, when I'm ready after September 9th, I can go ahead and grab them. Speaking of September 9th, let's do a check-in with the Rattler, see how it's going. And I was doing Cobra Rattler, but I really think I was singing it to the tune of Cobra Mamba. All right, here we go. We are at, with 11 days, 3 hours and 36 minutes and 51, 59, or 49. Let's work backwards. At 15,031 backers, we are, you guys do the math for me. We still need to get 18,000 so we can get that Baroness figure. I'm feeling pretty good. We always know there's that last minute surge, and I think we're within that threshold where that last minute surge will push us over and get Baroness. I really wonder if the lack of, like a fourth tier hurts in this case, because I wonder if there was a really cool fourth tier, people would have grabbed and picked it up sooner to not only get Baroness, but to get that special fourth one. But of course, that would have made it more expensive. So take the good, you take the bad, and there you go. Retro Robo. What up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's up, Retro Robo? Let's try that again. What's up, Retro Robo? David Thanos. I don't collect the line, but I got the NECA Vacation Rocksteady Bebop. They look so dang cool. Also saw the Supreme Sting at a lot of my Walmarts. I need to take a trip over to Walmart to see what he looks like in person. Vintage Bob, no travel for this one, but some fun, nice plan and a lot of action figure hobby custom work plan. I love that. Please show me what you come up with over the time. Oh, what's up, cousin? Just text you some Target items I saw yesterday. All right, let's see. What we got here at Target? There we go. Oh, the McFarlane Captain America. Pretty cool. Done in the style of Todd McFarlane. And Batman Commissioner Gordon and Rookie. I love that set. It looks really cool. I haven't picked it up, but I wonder if it has that proper sales point, if I will jump. I said the Rookie and Batman. This Rookie and Mr. Bloom. Judge Dreads, what's up, man? How are you? Stickman. Hey, Jeff, picked up a slew of DC Multiverse. And Simpsons Radioactive Man came from Big Bad Toy Store. And Want Some Man, Cobra Commander, came from Pulse today. He's so cool in the box. I wish I got to. It is pretty cool. Mint on box there, isn't he? And that packaging, so great. Randall G, what's up, man? Got Hugo Strange, Batman 66, Dick Grayson Batman, Flash Batman, Lucius Fox, New Sergeant Slaughter, Hardy's Disease, Booster Gold Superpowers. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Which is your favorite figure? The Hugo Strange is a pretty fun figure to see in hand. It's like, wow, that's cool. Vintage Bob is asking a great question. Does Darkseid have trouble standing? No, my thing. I can forgive a lot of things with figures, but if it can't stand, it's like, what are we even doing? We need the figure to be able to stand up. Patrick P says, the new Warbird looks like a little girl, and I did not find her yet. Well, do you not want her because she looks like a little girl, or you're still looking for her? G-Brute, probably going to pick out the NECA Karai at Target tomorrow. Several within 50 miles of me have it in stock. So I was thinking this is funny, but I did see Kari at Target, the Shredder version. Yes. Let me see if yes, very good. This one. This is the one you're looking for. Saw her on the shelf and definitely looked pretty cool. Will you focus? That's the question. My phone refuses to get on camera and focus. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So that was cool. And hopefully you got it too. Hopefully you had no problem. Randall G forgot Dark Side came in too. What's your review? Mine hasn't had trouble standing, but he does have really, really loose ankles. That's not good. I mean, the loose ankles. Maybe I should do a topic. What's your most frustrating quality control issue with figures? Loose ankles might be my number one. Henry G got on the DC Multiverse Dark Side train. Come on, ride it and ride it. Good shelf presence. Articulation is lacking. Batman Reborn, nice. Manga Batman, 66 Batman, Armada, Optimus, NECA Slash 2.0, Jada, Comic Con, Ken and Chun Li. All right, as always, what's your favorite one from that one? Vintage Bob, the Kingpin re-release is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Great way to kick off the weekends. Nice. David Thanos also saw the Prime of Primes at Target. What an awesome figure. Just wish I had some space for him. Yeah, the shelf space struggle is so real. I have a bedroom for my figures, and it still feels like, I wonder if my wife would notice if I made an extra wing out of the guest bedroom. Probably not, right? Battle Prime, Red Coat and Rook caught my eye. Haven't checked them out. Do you recommend? Absolutely. I think all of those books have been really good, kind of spotlighting some original storytelling, and I feel is kind of lacking in DC and Marvel. And both of those are really, really fun. And Jason Fabok's doing the art on Rook, and he just put so much detail. It's amazing. Brian Hitch is working with Johns on Red Coat, and Hitch, earlier in his career, I was like, it's cool. I didn't really get the hype, but I feel like he's one of those artists whose work I've appreciated more over the years, and he is doing some massive work on Red Coat. So I highly recommend those. If you're enjoying Geiger, I can't recommend those two enough. Chibru, magic. Call it magic. Blake, nothing delivered this week, but my new crack dealer Greg is sending me the 7-inch McFarlane 66 Batman and a Sentinel 2-pack. Nice. Yeah, it was wild because the Sentinels kept popping up on Hasbro polls, and I would go and all right, let me copy the link, post it for everybody. It was gone by the time I woke up and saw it. But the 66 Batman looks pretty cool. Judge Dreads, I'm waiting on some stuff to make a custom Carter Slade Ghost Rider. Oh, that's cool. I'm looking forward to see what that turns out to be. Brent Dash, I like them. Missed out on the vamp, still trying to find space to display them. Do you have multiples of other Joe classified series vehicles? For me, I have 2 regular and 1 Python Patrol Trouble Bubble. Happy with that. I'm going to eventually get the Stinger. Got the vamp, got the hiss, and Dragonfly's coming to me, and I'm going to have a shelf full of vehicles really soon. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but it was like, oh yes, bring on the vehicles. Shelf space, we'll worry about you later. Nice. So you did find him at Walmart. Snow Glare, easy 18,000. All right, you're confident that we'll get Baroness. I'm with you. I would be shocked because Baroness is such a cool figure, and I feel like it's close enough with just under 2 weeks to go now. That's Surge. It'd be interesting if it'll be that last 48 hours, 72 hours, final week before we hit that threshold. DJ Jedi, total impulse buys. Picked up a Marvel Legends Spider Shot, and that's Spidey Wolverine Fantastic Four 2-pack for half price. Nice. Where'd you get them from? Doubt I would have picked them up otherwise, but they actually look great in hand. The colors on Spider-Man and Wolverine do look cool. Do you have Franklin and Valeria to go along with them? Bro, I saw the Cobra version of the Vamp at GameStop for $99 if anyone does not have it. It's not bad. It's fair price. They didn't change it. They didn't charge it. And I appreciate that with GameStop because they're not going, all right, since you're buying it from us, it's $109. And I appreciate that you can always use your monthly rewards. Take it down to 95. 80s kid, what's up, my man? How are you? Oh, David Thanos, you ran into him at Newark Airport way back. He was sitting there by himself, and my wife had just come from the bathroom, and she was like, "I think there's a wrestler over there." I went over to him and asked him how he's been after the heart attack. Yeah, live on Raw. Where's the rest of the story? Okay, Javelin. I got this stinger. Superpowers, Black Mana. Superpowers, first appearance, Soups. Multiverse, Adam West and Dick Grayson, Batman, Hugo Strange. Thanks to Jeff and David Thanos, a Manhunter in red Soups. Nice. I love it when a chat comes together. Speaking of chats coming together, I am so ecstatic that the Brandon Ayuk saga is done. My Niners have re-signed him for 4 more years. I don't care about the money. He's not giving me a penny. So I'm glad we got him locked up. Now on the Trent. Henry G also got Jax, Simpsons Wave 1, Homer and Bart. Really waiting to hear. What are we thinking about these guys? Jalen Parks, and thanks to McFarlane Customer Service, I finally got my Crisis Wave with a monitor, build a figure. So what's the deal, man? How is Spectre? How is the monitor? Were they worth the price you paid? Your dark side has no problem standing. Very good. Good to hear that. Still looking for Warbird. So it's been funny. I think David Thanos hit me up and was like, "Hey, she's back in stock." Always check every so often on Target's website because you'd be surprised how often she just randomly pops up, whether it's at a store in the area or if you can buy her straight up from Target.com. But she definitely seems to be a lot easier to get than, say, that Black Widow from the Earth's Mightiest Heroes wave. DJ Jedi, just remember, also caught the wire cloth goods cape to spruce up the Platinum Edition McFarlane Steel. The stock cape it came with wasn't doing it for me. How is the cape? Does it look good? Henry G. Oh dang. Also, MPU 01 Thrust and Mezco King Conan. How is Conan? David Thanos putting out the bat signal. Boom, boom. Can anybody help a brother out? I can't find a platinum Lucius Fox. All right, people. Can we help our guy David Thanos with the Lucius Fox? He has been a tremendous boon to the community here. And if you can help him out, let me know. I will put you in touch with David. Yeah, that's the one you're after. There's a 9 in stock at the Strongsville Target. So I definitely won't have trouble finding it. Nice. She did look really cool, G Bruce. So hope you like it. Lefty, this week's mail haul was crazy. Marvel Legends Sentinel 2-pack. Oh, good. You got it. Cobra Stinger, Studio Series Concept Megatron, Super 7 Wily Kit, Street Fighter Bison, and Ramen Toy Sundowner. What is the Sundowner? And what license is that actually? Henry G, my favorite of the week. Saul is probably Armada Optimus. Nice. Judge Dress, most of the figs I buy need stands. I think my house is haunted or something. And poltergeists are knocking over my figures. Just as long as it's not the Blair Witch. Oh, and there was a package on the porch. Let's see what we got here. I hope there's no packages on my front step because it is raining big time. King Collector, was Jerry Lawler a small guy when you met him? No. Um, I'm a small guy, so he looked appropriately wrestler size. Man, he was awesome in Memphis. And I happened to start going back and watching for the first time all those old Memphis matches he had going against Jimmy Hart's minions. And so I was like, I'm watching all your stuff in Memphis. And then McFoley was like, did he take the strap down? I was like, yes, he did. So fun interaction. And they were both really cool. Devin B, what's up? I got Superpowers Booster Gold Anti-Monitor Amazon sale. Yeah. Leech, Grizzler, Battle Armor, He-Man, T-Rex 2-pack. Which one is your favorite? And you mentioned it, so let me make sure to pull it out. Pull it up here. But yeah, the Penguin, Captain Boomerang, they were $20. They're back to their normal $29.99 price point. But this guy, the Anti-Monitor, is still on sale from his $39.99 price point to $24.70. I really like the figure. I think he has surprising articulation, really cool to use. And, as the menacing figure. Now, granted, you could argue he should be taller. But yeah, no, he's really cool and a good use of the mega figure format for him. I definitely recommend him, especially for that price. Finish Bob. I'm still waiting. What's up, Jodeci? For Warboard to be back in stock. I had a spot clear for her. Now she's never available. Ugh. Hopefully we can track her down. The recipe for my custom is Old Man Logan body from the Hawkeye 2-pack and a custom head from eBay. Nice. I definitely want to see that when you get it done. Jamelin. Frazetta Girls Tigra and Shatin. I feel like I butchered that pronunciation. Do you like them? Or, from what you've seen? '80s kids until Playmate Toys reveal their Power Ranger toys. I'm getting the toys from Super 7. At least I plan to. Brent, I have 4 Python Patrol Trouble Bubbles. Used to love Python Patrol as a kid and went overboard. Well, if you got them on sale, it really wasn't overboard because they were like, hey, welcome to the toy aisle. Take a Python Patrol Trouble Bubble at some points. Stephen Boyd, what's up? Got Batman animated. Let's try that again. Batman animated series, Batmobile last week. Got the Stinger and Warbird today. Nice. What did you think about the Stinger and the Batmobile? Lefty. My wife is getting a taste of Target's distribution and online order hijinks. I call shenanigans, sir. '80s kid, I spotted a few Studio Series Optimus Primes from the upcoming movie. Yeah, they're really pumping those out. And I think this week Target has Transformers on sale for 15 or 20% off. And it's funny because they really have Transformer stuff that I want G1 figures in bunches. And I still find it hilarious that I was so pressed. And like, I've got to hurry up and place this order online right now to get Bumblebee. And it's very rare when I go to a Target and don't see him there. It's like, huh. And now if I had not, he'd be like Frenzy and never be found. Undercover Colton, glad to hear you're doing well, my man. Harry G, I tell my boys they'll have to count me out. Tonight it's Figure Files Thursday. You better believe it. DJ Jedi, Spidey Wolverine 2-pack was a rare eBay pickup for me. I bought them as a Spidey completist, not a Fantastic Four one. No Franklin Valeria here. I'm good. And I think those two look better than the Franklin and Valeria just because of the way their colors are set up. Then Doom was able to pick up the McFarlane Max Mercury and Vampire Shazam. Good old Walmart canceled my order of Fusion Superman Batman. Oh, I really. I'm gonna have to check for you because I feel like I saw that when I went and did my run to Walmart, which had like 10 people deep. It's the checkout area here, and you got the aisle to walk through, and then the clothing section, and there are people like 10 deep. I was like, I won't be buying anything here today. G Brew, yeah, didn't sound like your manager at Bob Evans was great. Sundowners a flight jet pilot. It's part of the Aces of Aviation line Ramen Toys makes. Is based on Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Shh, don't tell anybody. '80s kid, nifty Star Wars shirt, my guy. The force is strong with you today. Thank you. Spider Fan. I might have said it last stream. I don't think you did, but I got the Deadpool scooter reissue. It makes a great centerpiece on my Deadpool shelf. I love the stickers that are included, so you can customize it. And really, that's part of the fun, right? Being able to put those stickers where you want them, not them. Anybody got the Sam cap for sale at Target? I'm still mad because I can't find the Angel, who is also on sale right now. My religious. Good. Let's try that. There we go. They actually have Captain America Falcon. So, that's interesting. So, even here in my area, no way to get this guy in sale. Actually, I just had to go 2 hours to get this. I wish I didn't have that one that was in the 3-pack because I just don't feel like rebuying them just to get the wings, and it's just like, whatever. I'll get him maybe never because, I mean, if he's got the wings on, he's not gonna be very shelf conducive. Lefty, whenever we get the Dragonfly, my sundowner will be co-pilot gunner. What about airborne? 80s kid, I'm so pumped for that at 86 Optimus Prime. It's the version I've been wanting since I was just a young Autobot scout. Undercover Colton. I love that Sam Cap figure. Just need to get him on display. I need to get risers for my secondary modern Avengers display. Yeah. Man. Sad story with the general manager, Bob Evans. Randall G. Rumor has it that McFarlane is going to release a Norm Brayflow inspired Batman and Earth 2 Robin. Need an Earth 2 Huntress. He does have that Rebirth Huntress coming. So I wonder now that she's on his radar if we'll get another version of her. But that would be really cool. Ooh, that cap looks amazing. Blake, can't wait for Hulkbuster and Odin both to go on sale eventually. I'll happily pay $30 for each, I suppose. Judge Dredd, I think the Sam Cap build a figure looks better. Yeah. Jamin, the Crisis Wave is fine. I knew what I was getting into. They were overpriced, but I used the coupon code. Spectre isn't bad. I prefer the old DC Direct one, but this has better articulation, of course. Did you get the DC Classics one? I think they did a really nice job with all of their JSA figures, with the exception of Melonhead Alan Scott. Spider Fam. I was surprised I was able to find Astonish Wolverine at Target. Usually, when I look down the toy aisle at Target, a tumbleweed goes by. Excuse me. And did you also hear the wah, wah, wah music as you walk in there? Pathfinder, yeah, I did. And so, let's see. They had Angel at like 2 locations relatively close by to me. And so I went to Target, picking up some groceries, and asked the associate, hey, can you check this DCPI? And he was like, yeah, it's at one of the 2 stores that Pathfinder said. So I was like, all right, I'm heading off. I'm going to go. And of course, when I get there, he's not on the shelf. I asked an associate, not in the back. So I wasted like a 30-minute drive heading out there. At least the weather was nice, but it's a little bit annoying because it's like, it's always the thing where it's one in stock, one in hand. It's a real tricky thing. Plain Dane. That's cool. Earth 2 Soups is still the best McFarlane Superman. Even with the head sculpt, I feel like his head sculpt was a little mean, especially for Earth 2 Superman. Jameless says Tigra is decent. I think Dark Wolf was a little better. Tigra suffers a little bit from Lady J edges. Yeah, like I just a little bit more here. It's just like, what's up? If she's going military style. Well, thank you, Patrick. It just kind of came to me. I was like, I think that works. Lefty, I managed to go back to Target with Cap and Angel to get sale price adjustments. Nice. I always love that with them. It's like, thank you. I feel valued. King Collector. Did you see Hasbro Pulse? His pre-orders for Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures for $35, and they're Super 7 Ultimate molds. I hope they get G.I. Joe Ultimates and sell them for $35 too. So yeah, the Super 7 Ultimate figures got a little bit of a price drop, which is awesome. Because I feel like those figures were too expensive for what you were getting, and they've hacked off some of the accessories to make them a cheaper price. I actually feel like that's a smart way to go because so many of them, it's like the accessories are cool, but do you need them? Probably not. We look on Amazon, one of my associates, you can see that Super 7 G.I. Joe Flint is $27.50. So, and there's only one in stock. So if you wanted him, that's the lowest I've seen. And let's see if there are any other ones for sale. I think some of y'all were looking for Mad Marauder, Sergeant Slaughter. He's there. Let's see anybody else from Super 7. Yeah, the rest are back up to that high, expensive price point. But yeah, there you go. You can get Flint. And I think I wish they painted him properly because that would have gotten him quickly for $27. Having second thoughts about that Odin. Not worth the price in my view. I'll make it the Bath instead. As someone who has the Bath Judge, he's not great. I think you'd probably be better served hoping, waiting for a discount because that Build-A-Figure one is so tiny. I feel like he's going to be random Asgardian once I get Odin, but he doesn't really get the job done as far as him. Another, I'll wait for Odin to go on sale. G-Brew, number one reason I bought McFarlane Darkseid, aside from his Darkseid, is that I'm hoping it encourages Todd to make more new gods. Like Big Barda and Mr. Miracle. Todd, make them Todd. Probably will. Todd likes making money. Vintage Bob, considering Amazon usually releases figures earlier than listed, October 3rd, wink, wink. It should be just a few weeks before I get Odin, Phoenix, and Destiny Rogue. Yes. I plan to get all four of them. When is definitely a good question. Jamelin, no, my only other Spectre figures are the glow in dark Jim Corrigan with a plastic cape that makes him float, and Hal Jordan with the soft goods cape. Nice. 80s kid. Hey, Jeff, should I get the Masterpiece Optimus Prime from Bumblebee? I mean, if you liked him, I have the standard Masterpiece Prime gray figure, one of my favorites in my collection. But if you like Bumblebee, go for it. Those are the ones I was referring to from Super 7, Jeff. Yes, sir. Undercover Colton says, I think he's definitely the best Marvel Legends Wolverine, without a doubt. Just give us an updated tiger stripe with that articulation. 97 doesn't do it for me. It's probably the best one that we've gotten, but yeah, that articulation from the Astonishing would be pretty cool on tiger stripe and the second outfit too. Lefty Two Lions, Super 7 did the same with their ODB and big figures too. Cut out a lot of accessories. Still pricey for what they give you at the $35 price point. Yeah, but it's not as dramatic as it was. I was like, whoa, want to get these figures, but that's too much. I guess it means we're never going to get a Diddy figure though, huh? Or the Diddy figure got canceled. Judge Dress, thinking about dropping that Dark Phoenix too. Already had the retro in red and just wanted the bird anyway. G-Brew says Todd needs to do a restock of the Starfire. Yeah, she's been pretty popular. Plain Dane wants to know, have you checked out the YOLO Park Transformers model kits? Probably the best versions of the characters in toy form. All I'm hearing is great stuff about these Transformers. I haven't, but my a lot of you all definitely rave about them. I'm gonna have to check one out, but I've got two different versions of Transformer collections going on, so I don't know if I should get a third one. Take that. On so many levels, Jamelin. David Thanos just dropped the price on that Ultimate Biggie to 35 so I could buy it. They did. Let's see here. Biggie. Sorry. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crashed so-called willies, thugs, and macadons. All right, let's see. Notorious Big. And let's see here. Uh-oh. I think he might have sold out already. Just crazy. But the other one did sell out. I was looking and I was like, hey, where is he? Let's see here. Back to Entertainment Earth. Let's see if he's here. No, he might have. No, here he is. $35. Biggie Smalls. Jagged Edge. All right, 35. September 2024. Coming at you. And you can see here is the accessory. So he doesn't have nearly as much as before. He's got a mic, he's got his sunglasses, and he's got his Jesus piece. So no hat. And I mean, the other one had a ton of stuff. The crown. You know, if you just want a basic streamlined Biggie, there you go. I'm not quite sure if with the accessories that Biggie had, if I want that one or the more expensive one. I kind of feel like somewhere in between would have been great, but there's a better option for those of you cost conscious. Super 7, no Diddy. I love the way you work it. David Thanos, just drop. Oh, there we go. We need the rest of the woo in 7-inch. Yes, we do. Jeeper, I got irrationally angry when the Operation Monster Force figures got pushed back to October. I got several pre-ordered. I have the Joe Fest Dracula and Forgotten King or whatever. Great figures. Nice. Jay Woods, any Iron Man fans out there with a spare 230 should take a gander at Hot Toys. Hano Studios latest. Whoa. Like, whoa. Yeah, I was going to talk about that one, Jay, because I'm with you. Spectacular looking figure. So here it is, the Hano Toys Iron Man. Classic, no funny business. No, hey, we're going to add some tweaks and different stuff just because I love you. Oh, 215. Not a terrible price, not a great one, but he really does look good. I mean, this is the classic Iron Man that you would want. Figure form, 12.6 inches. Also comes with the crest head, sort of triangle, 2 points on the side. That's pretty cool. Looks like he's got really good articulation as well. Not a ton of accessories, which we'll get into soon. But I mean, if you just want a classic Iron Man, it's untainted by the MCU. Here you go. I mean, that looks really good and really cool. I'm curious how far Hano Studio is going to go. As you know, we've got the Magneto, and Magneto was a lot cheaper at 175. I guess that's just because he's got less metal parts working here, but pretty cool. And they also got a Wolverine in this mix too. So we got Wolverine, we got Spider-Man symbiote suit. Kind of digging these. And join the waitlist for Wolverine. Shocker. So there you go. I think these are really nice looking figures and definitely something to keep an eye on. Can we get a Gangstar Super 7 2-pack? Then Doom, I don't see why we wouldn't. Jamelin, get in that quick, fast like Ramadan. It's the rap phenomenon. Don Dada, Bump Papa. You got to call me Francis MH. All right. We're rolling, Jamelin. Undercover Colton. Super 7 should do an MF Doom. Might be hard with licensing, though. I feel like they did in their reaction line. Let me check. Oops. Ew. There's a okay. I thought so. Yeah, they've definitely done him. I was like, I know they've got this figure. It looks like he's sold out. Let's close you out, and there you go. So, Operation Doomsday archive. So, 3.85 articulated. McDoom. Yeah, pretty solid. I mean, those figures are always too expensive to me, but they did make them. If you want to track them down. The storm is real outside. Hopefully, I'm still with you guys. Spider-Fan says, I can't wait till Hasbro finally sends out Giant Man. It's probably going to be time in only a couple months. It has to be. We're running out of months in 2024, so hopefully they'll get on it. Green Man missed out on the Mondo Road D23 version. That's not good. She's super expensive now. G-Brew, I have the Super 7 Captain Picard. The articulation sucks. He comes with a teacup, but you can't get it to his mouth. His elbows don't have the range. It's not good. Jalen, I know a lot of his lightning and retouching, but dang, those Iron Man shots look like Alex Ross paintings. They do. They really, really do. Blake, Jeff, when that Hano Studios Iron Man, I thought that was a statue. Is that rubber skin fully articulated? It looks like it. Let me go back to the to the recently closed window. Let's see here. Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Let's read the description here, Blake. Let's see what we got with Hano Studios Iron Man. Seamless silicone arms and knees, arc reacting repulsor palms with magnetic activated LED light up feature. Yeah, so looks like it'll be pretty smooth moving there. Oh, I see. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I kind of dig this. I'm always worried that stuff is going to mess up eventually, but if it holds up, we're in business. That Iron Man looks fire. Never knew that. Happy to do so. Undercover Colton. Snake Eyes says Iron Man looks amazing. What's up, Rick Cage? Greetings. I've got the deluxe Hot Toys Iron Man. When they said comic style, it was a go for my Avengers centerpiece. G-Brew, either NECA, Figure Arts, or Super 7 Ultimates. Need to do a David Bowie line. I need Ziggy Stardust and the Thin White Duke on my show. I think if NECA did it, they would be the best option to go with for him. Judge Dreds, I don't mess with rubber skin figs. They degrade too fast. I wonder if you have to put them in a specially climate controlled environment. King Elector. Yeah, I prefer the classic Iron Man 2. My main Iron Man figure is that Marvel Legends AI or A1 AI version. Classic yellow and red. So I did get that because it was like it's yellow. But for my main Avengers display, I kind of went back to the gold Alex Ross one. And that's probably because Hasbro in their infinite wisdom decided to make the centerpiece arc reactor piece blue instead of white. I was like, what are you guys doing? Ryan, same. I repainted his arc chest and the eyes and the mouth slits. That's the Iron Man on my Avengers shelf. Now that's an Iron Man toy. Right. Judge Dreds, my Iron Man is the Mark 50 from the Infinity War Iron Spider pack. I love all the stuff he comes with. Jay Woods, good evening, Jeff and crew. Did anyone see the leaked photo of the thing recently? Thoughts? Um, it looks pretty cool. But if you want to hear more, my thoughts and the fellas' thoughts on the Fantastic Four, first steps, leaked photos, tune in every Wednesday. Allows movie files. Cheap plug. Plain Dame, my most anticipated one, six figures, the Deadpool and Wolverine hue. Which one? The deluxe one with the sleeves removable or the standard one? If only Hot Toys can make a classic cap with the cell shade. 80s, I don't think that's out of the question for them. Gradual Prime, you have to put the lotion on the rubber skin. I like this going a little bit too personal. Like, all right, let me lotion down my figure. I don't know. Maybe you can spray some silicone stuff on it. I don't know. Loves Easy Lines. Yeah, that Iron Man messed up my 2025 money already. Rip right out of the comic pages. Instant order for the Iron Man War Machine shelf. How many do you have on that shelf now? Because there are lots of options. Jibru NECA generally is the best value for music figures, especially their Freddie Mercury. He suffers from 2000 McFarlane Toys articulation, but is he under pressure? Same as their Hannibal Lecter. If I needed Freddie, Figure Arts it is. All right, so I'm caught up with the chat. Love it. All right, let's see here. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about before we get into it? Yes. This Friday, collector spot starts at Target. So there's a ton of stuff. McFarlane, Tom McFarlane was out talking about stuff that you can get from him only at Target starting tomorrow. Lots of other brands. Not sure what all we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see all this stuff. But I mean, we've seen these figures. Fire is actually on sale. So we'll see what else drops. But I'll try to post this stuff if I'm up early enough before it sells out. So stay tuned. Patrick P. I got a Peggy Carter head on a Carrie Kelly Robin body. Did you want to do a different kind of Robin custom? Oops. Jamelin, my Mattel Clayface is still holding up. Mine too. It's funny because I have some other figures like my Light Ray and Captain Marvel Jr. who got way too much sun. So they're like their costumes are very bleached out in different areas. It's like, protect the figures. Rick Hayes says the flexible skin figures are high maintenance, but totally worth it. That's good. G Brew, Under Pressure is actually my favorite Queen song because buoy. Collector spot. Womp, womp, womp. Is it ever really worth it? Sometimes. I don't know what tomorrow's going to hold, but we'll see. Probably because we said that. No, it'll be like worthless. Amazon looks like they sold out of these guys, but you can still grab the Avengers, Marvel Legends, Infinity War, Outriders 2-pack. $60. It's kind of like, oh man, what's up with the price? But they are way taller than the average figure. So bumping them up another $5, especially when you consider the articulation with these arms. And the paint job is pretty good. I don't think that extra $5 was like Why are you charging more? I can see it. So, and it's got extra head portrait there. I'm really wondering how many of these guys people are getting. So $60. And right now, excuse me, I'm pretty sure Entertainment Earth has a $50 or $59 free shipping deal going on too. So you can probably take advantage of that for those. The 2025 Target exclusives for the G.I. Joe line are going to be wild. Oh man. I feel like there are lines this big that I can't read in between. Ryan, I'm gonna have to ask you off show what it is. Undercover Colton. I've never messed with a flexible skin figure. I probably pose it too much and it get damaged the first time I had the figure. Maybe not. Ryan Daly, I've got that 86 Optimus pre-ordered. Gotta sell my Earthrise version now. I have the Earthrise version too. Jamlin, Outriders are abundant and easy to get, but the X-Men Sentinels, right? Because they're actually still available on Hasbro Pulse, which is wild. Rick H, General Jeff, Eddie's disease. How many troops for your Outriders are you getting? I had to step back from my MCU collecting just because I was running out of Marvel Legends comic space for display, and I need to figure out another space for my MCU figures. So when I track that down, I don't know. It seems like, I mean, $60 is a lot for two. I mean, to really do them justice, you need at least a pack for each Avenger and Guardians member on that battle. So, and then not to mention if you've been army building Dora Milaje, I don't know. I mean, in a Brandon Ayuk 70 million guaranteed world, probably 100. But you know, in a realistic world, I don't know. I probably won't get them just because I have the Space Army build Outriders. But how many are you gonna get? I would feel weird putting lotion on a toy. No pause needed. Yeah, I mean, maybe like from but not like, yeah. Spider fan. If these Outriders were being sold in 2018 when the movie came out, would have been incredible. Yeah, I do wonder if the windows pass, and that's why they haven't sold out. Spider fan Infinity War came out 6 years ago. Sheesh, that is wild. One of my favorite movie going experiences. Infinity War is older than my niece. Ryan, can you imagine if the MCU had been off 1 year off schedule and the COVID pandemic and lockdown happened between Infinity War and Endgame? Oh yeah, it is. It's one of the stupidest things that I'm so appreciative of because, gosh, that would have been a nair if they were just like, "Nah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming." And the worst. I think I saw Endgame in theaters in the drive-through like 5 times, and it was always fun watching with other people. Their reactions were amazing, and not getting that would have sucked. So that time it worked out especially well. Judge Dredd's Infinity War is the last great MCU movie. I don't know, man. I mean, I did dig Endgame, and I love the two Spider-Man movies after that. Far From Home and No Way Home. Really enjoyed those too. Now the rest kind of up and down. Blake, it would have been like a real blip for sure. We're still waiting on Beyond the Spider-Verse without a pandemic. Yes. Spider-Man. I was finishing up elementary school when it came out. I just started my last year of high school. Dang. Jeez, that's quick. Time just goes by fast. Endgame is great with you, 80s kid. All right, let's see here. What else did I want to talk about before? Okay, yeah, these Spawn Call of Duty figures. People want them. Not surprising. I love Todd's hustle. It always feels like he's got a lot of stuff coming. And for the most part, they're all really solid figures. Like, I'm not into Call of Duty in terms of buying figures. I got sucked into the game during the pandemic. I was like, it's not bad. I don't really love FPSs, but those were fun. I dig this regular Spawn, the tactical Spawn. Kind of interesting look to him. But oh no, they're guns with this figure. So got that going for him and a ton. So I feel like this is incentive for people. And, with a black marker or Sharpie, you're all set in business. Frank Castle, you need some loadout gear. Here you go, my man. So that's pretty cool. Nice looking figure. And then we got the tactical Spawn. You can take the cape off. That's cool. He's got a bazooka with a red shell. Not as much hardware. I think it's funny that he's got to have the red accents for it. Like he's going to be out in the streets and a cop is going to be like, wait, what is that? Oh, it's a red tip there. Okay, you're good. I do like this one. This is a really cool accessory, that long barrel gun. So pretty cool stuff there, and definitely a fun deal for everybody into them. The regular one is sold out already in Entertainment Earth. I could not find it on Amazon for you guys. Rick Cage. I use the Sith rule for expensive troops. Only two. I'll have company with my other Monster Force figures. There you go. I did enjoy that too. It was really fun. I felt like it was worth the build up, consider what we're gonna get, but yeah, I get it. Michael Solis, what's up, my man? Regular spawn looks good. Does. Snake Eyes, the spawn figures look amazing. And I actually have those spawns in Call of Duty. Nice. Chamberlain, this spawn has an AK and M16. Those would go nicely with Sergeant Rock. Exactly. Spider Fan, Deadpool and Wolverine was your second favorite movie. What's your favorite movie this year? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. All right, let's see here. Is there anything else I want to talk about before we move on? No, no. Okay, cool. So, Ryan Daly, put this out. What is your favorite figure accessory? You know, just like that. Oh man, I can't believe they included this. And what is something that you feel like is really overdue to be included with a figure? Like, why is this insert character name here lacking this? And I have a few as you guys start rounding up yours. So one for me is Mattel. I love when they do 2-in-1 figures. So let me pull this guy down for a second. So they'll give us like a 2-in-1, which is awesome. So we can have a Sid in his NWA 4 Horseman gear, which is very fun. He got his red singlet rocking that. And so you don't have to worry about like, oh man, but also this figure actually came out in his WWF referee stint. So he's titled Sid Justice. And I just love that. It's so cool. And here's the figure. So he comes with the soft goods referee shirt that he rocked in SummerSlam 91 when the Ultimate Warrior Hogan took on the Triangle of Terror, Sergeant Slaughter, General Adnan, and Colonel Mustafa. Don't want to misname him. But you take those off, and then you've got an NWA Sid. So that might be like the coolest because we get two different companies reflected with one figure. So that's very cool. And they've done that also with another guy, not in the same like NWA deal, but I really dug this with superstar Billy Graham. We had the 1987, 1986 bald look, bows and all that stuff. Very cool. And then we've got the head sculpt from the 1970s WWF champion. That's cool because I mean he's not really changed up so much. He was still big, maybe a little bit wider around the chest and gut when he was in 87, but that is ingenious. I love when they do that. We also got that as well, poor grammar, with the Terry Gordy figure. Now, it's kind of interesting because with Gordy's figure, I feel like he's I haven't actually posted this figure. Okay. He his figure should be better, but he's too tiny. And I was like, oh no. But they did do something really cool with him and included, oh man, he was last month. So let's see here. Let's go on to this and let's see. There we go. Sorry. The hazards of doing this live. So he's also got this setup where you can put him up, deck him out like he's Executioner. I love this. So you got your Freebirds era UWF champ, Terry Gordy. Then you got your WWF 96 Executioner to hang out with Paul Bearer and Undertaker. So anytime, Undertaker and Mankind. So really cool. I love when they do that. That's a few. I'll give you guys a second to throw in yours. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Furiosa. Been your favorite. Nice. Right. I think so too. That does make a lot of sense. Wonder if that long revolver means there's a Nicholson Joker in the makes. That would be necessary, Nolan. That Once a Man Cobra was great. Yeah, that was a very good one. And the fact that they made it big enough to wrap around Roadblock. Undercover Colton. Any accessory that's actually another character will always be my favorite type of accessory. Howard the Duck, dupe, crypto, etc. Let me do this. I actually had these in the booth, so I was ready this time. Oops, there we go. So, yes, Howard the Duck, absolutely a great figure, so much better than the Build a figure that we got later on. The Quisp figure from the DC Direct Aquaman, very cool too. Not a lot of articulation, but that's fine. The Silverman on the scooter, that's awesome. And of course, I forgot about my guy's name from Defenders of the Earth. That was fun to include with Flash Gordon. And do we count mine as a separate character? Yes, mine. So that was fun. Sid, yeah, Green Man. Nolan, best accessories are critters and creatures. Green Man, wish we get a new one. New Sid? They are putting out a new Sid. He's coming out with Legends very soon. Let's see if I can find that picture quickly. Just because I'm trying to find it quickly. Of course. No. Ugh. Anyway, they have one coming and it looks pretty cool. So just trying to find it for you. Vin Doom, still trying to find any version of Harlem Heat. My stores are out in my stores out in Colorado suck. Hopefully we'll track them down because they've gotten super expensive. Rick Cage, Siren, and Banshee ought to have screaming portraits included. Always. I don't know what their deal was with that. Oh, David Thanos. Vin Doom, I think I can help you. There you go. So don't forget to help out David Thanos with the Lucius Fox guys. Judge Dreads. I prefer power effects with a fig. I don't really have any need for a bunch of hands and head sculpts, but cool power effects made the character come alive for me. Yeah, very true. Excuse me. Michael Solis. Marvel Legends War Machine had every blast effect he needed. Nicholas Ronan came with every weapon he had in the comics. Yes. Excuse me. That War Machine is a really good deluxe figure. Junkyard from G.I. Joe Classified Mud and Junkyard. Retro Robo, I was tempted to include the animal sidekicks, but I felt like they label them on the package, so count those as two separate figures. Ryan, because I love Ant-Man and Wasp so much, it drives me crazy. When those figures don't come with miniature versions. Yeah. Vintage Bob, to me, most of the power effects are repetitive, boring, and often don't make sense for the character. So I prefer lots of different hand poses. Retro Robo, miniature Ant-Man with mini jet from the Toy Biz Avengers. United, they stand Ant-Man. Whew. Great show. Great show. Badger Wolf Prime. I like the Impossible Man for the Fantastic Four Classics line. That's a good one. Randall, this stinger just arrived at my door, as did Once a Man Cover Commander. Nice. True, Michael Solis. That's the best War Machine for cheap. Yes. Spider Fan. I love the accessories included in the Deadpool and Hydra Bob set. Those were cool. Blake says, an accessory that was missing for this whole Giant Man HasLab and smaller Giant Man and Wasp figures that came out are a teeny Ant-Man, but more importantly, a teeny Wasp figure. Snake Eyes, the Master Sword, and a Highland Sword shield from Link. Sorry if I butchered that. King Collector. I feel like the old Toy Biz Marvel Legend figures used to kill it with the accessories. I miss that about them. Plus, they had really good head sculpts. Yes. So I have Vengeance's bike on the other side there. Iceman slide. They had cool bases like Mr. Fantastic actually had a fantastic car. Ghost Rider had his bike. It was like, what were these figures? $7.99, $9.99. We were getting big deals with those figures back then. It's crazy. G-Brew, my personal favorite accessories. PKE meter with Egon. Before the Mattel line one, Egon came with PKE meter. Cyclops' optic blast effects. Lockheed with Kitty Pryde. Nice. Ungloved and glove holding hands with Rogue. That is very true. David Thanos, the exploding pieces with scrap iron. Yes, those are cool. Ryan, yeah, this is what you were talking about when you suggested this. Iceman needs a new chunky ice slide accessory. The piece the retro came with is a joke in your town. Yes, it is. I should say terrible. They try to throw in something, but it's just kind of underwhelming. Judge Drez, King Collector, I agree. Toy Biz put everything you could want for a fig in one package. Yes. Devin, I want a frog Thor as an accessory. Surprised we haven't seen that yet. Spider Fan. Some figures need to include food accessories. They add so much character to poses on the shelf. Which figures need food accessories? Retro Robo. Hologram Princess Leia table from Comic Con 2016. Black Series Obi-Wan. Nice. Judge Reds, I must say Marvel Select has excellent accessories with their Marvel figs. Blake, got to give it up for the shredded bent rifle with She-Hulk. Yes, an original accessory that really makes a lot of sense for that character. Jamlin, old Toy Biz had great accessories, but you already a comment about that as I type this. So I'll pivot to the bases and diorama pieces that Marvel Select figures used to come with. Yeah, like that Ultron that had the base of the Avengers. That was very cool. Michael Solis, JoJo Classified Spirit. He does have really cool accessories. David Thanos, NECA elk horns, all of his accessories. Yeah, those figures are really fun with their accessories. Retro Robo, all the transforming cassettes from Masterpiece Soundwave. Very good. Volstagg, turkey leg. Yeah, Blake, we got to get that. Ryan, I also hate when Archie characters don't come with a bow with the string drawn back. Yes, doesn't make any sense. Deadpool, Jimmy Changa. All right. Iron Man, Swarma. I guess there's some that make a lot of sense. Those thing about the Simpsons figures from Playmates, and they did come with like crusty burgers and drinks and beer, which is crazy to think that figures back in the day came packaged with beer, where it was like there's no debating this is beer. So very cool. G-Brew. I would like them to make a slightly bigger Lockheed with some articulation, mini figs in the 90s had some articulation. Why can't Lockheed? It's dumb. Plus, all figures need at least one alternate head. I definitely agree with you about the alternate head. Although I wish Hasbro wouldn't go, okay, this alternate head has the hair out like this, and this alternate head has the hair like this. It's kind of weird when they do that. Michael, what about that Marvel Legends Deadpool from the Juggernaut wave? Came with everything. He did. He was really fun. Retro Robo, motorcycles from Marvel Legends Ghost Riders. Yes, absolutely. What are some other ones that I had on my list here? I was very focused on this. So the WWE, the APA actually came with a door, for everybody to knock, go back through and knock on the door and come in, and a card table for them to play. I thought that was like the best accessories they included with two figures because it really made sense. It was unique to them and just one of theirs that just won't be topped because it was just so thoughtful. And that was, they didn't increase the price point for them. It's like, here we go. We're throwing in a door with Bradshaw and a table for Ron's fruit. And Sami Zayn has that gigantic mouse trap. So fun stuff from them. They do really good work with theirs. DC Classics. I like the fact that they included them, but it kind of made me upset because we got no more follow-up. The DC, I don't remember what their subscription service was called. Crisis on Infinite Collectors. Uncle Sam came with Doll Man. That was really cool. It's like, all right, cool. More of the Freedom Fighters. And then none. DC Icon, Static. My guy. He came loaded up with cool gear. And here you can see what he came with. The lightning base. So you can put that manhole cover on there. Very cool. And an alternate head sculpt with the hat, with the X hat. It's like, that was perfect. I mean, we didn't need anything else from Static. They delivered. Now, I guess we could have gotten the trench coat, but that probably would have made them a bit more expensive. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Judge Dredd, Storm Collectibles have nice accessories, and they're better for that price. Right, they do. They do need to. They are really nice accessories. Very thoughtful in terms of what you get for them, and it's like, man, that's cool. I just did Kung Lao. Let's pull him up real fast, and his accessories are so fun. It's like he's got the razor hat, and they included like a separate hand so he can actually hold it, which is really fun. Sorry to scroll down. Guess I could include y'all in the fun with that. Let's see here. Not the head sculpt, it was terrible. But he has like a little slit in his hand so he can hold this hat flying effect. That's really cool. I really thought that was a cool effect piece that they gave him. And then when I have another one for him too, the bunny for friendship. And then he's got this red blood splashing effect when he's cutting into somebody with his fatality. Very cool. I love their accessories. I think they always do a good job with them. Oops. Ricage, the Storm Collectibles Lobo has a cigar. OG Nick Fury must be jealous. Very. David Daniels, Ultimate NECA Jigsaw comes with a puppet and tricycle. I've seen some swaps where that puppet and tricycle were missing. That's not great. Accessory of the year, Danny Catch Bike. Yeah, very cool. Jeeber, what characters like Banshee? The difference in hairstyles did not make sense for an alt head, Doctor Strange. But for Emma Frost or Wasp, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, Doctor Strange for sure. Jamelin, I was pretty much a playset, but it was pretty much a playset, but the Mezco Captain Nemo from 2001 had so many awesome accessories. In fact, I love that I still have the Nautilus cabin to use my modern version of Nemo. Nice. DJ Jedi, I'm a huge fan of army builders with multiple head options. Yes, opens up so many possibilities. Dora Milaje, Danny Moonstar, Shield agents, etc. Mora was a really creative use of accessories too. Right, same deal with that Mr. Fantastic. I always love when they include that so you can give different looks for those characters. Devin, NECA's doing Dungeons and Dragons Vecna with amazing accessories. The hand, the eye, the spell book that fits in ribcage. That is very cool. Which one is that super expensive one? I know it's not that. David Thanos, we need APA Legends figures. They did do them in the Legends line. I guess they did Acolytes. So yeah. Jason Lyles, what's up, bro? How are you? Retro Robo, that Mezco Doom came with some dope accessories, including a spell book that actually opened. That is cool. The trench coat is essential for static. You're right, it is. Snow Glare, I think static was originally more expensive when he was going to come with a coat. I would have paid that for him. No, way too small. They were smaller than the DC Classics figures. They would scale pretty well with your Mafex figures. Let's see if I can pull. Yeah, I think Catwoman. I have her with the icons Harley Quinn, so you can get a sense of how they would scale together. There you go. Okay, let's pull this up so you can see as well. All right. This is a fun figure. She had really good accessories too. Now that I'm here, she has a torso piece with a belt, and she has another one with the whip wrapped around her chest or waist, which is very cool. Let's see, I thought I had one with her and Harley Quinn. This is with the Classics Poison Ivy. I really thought I put her with Harley Quinn. Oh, here you go. So that's the icons Harley Quinn next to the Mafex Catwoman, and they scale really well together. So there's an idea for you in terms of how they look. So the icons work really well if you've got a Mafex collection, no issues at all. But since I mentioned that, let me pull up her whip piece setup, which I thought was so cool. I mean, not something that was like, oh, I've got to get that. So here you go. This is the whip wrapped around her waist as a belt. And that's just fun. Cool. These cats don't come with her, but I just thought it made sense to include it. So there you go. Anybody have the Marvel Legends Pyro handy? Do his flame shooters have ports? Wondering if Torch's flame effects will work with him. I believe so. I just shot him. Let me see if I can find a photo for you with that. As I told along, I just see it as I'm going through. Let's see. I think so. Let me see if I actually have a photo with him with his arms up. I really think they are open. Gosh, why did I make that so hard on myself? Ah, here. Yes, they do. So there you go. Ports for Pyro. So you can't do that. Undercover Colton spared a lot of time for me. They do. Judge Dreads. Mythic Legions are pretty good on accessories too, especially weapons. Nice. Michael Solis. How about those McFarlanes that end up at Ross? I almost always buy them just for the accessories, like the throne from the Black Adam. They're solid. I mean, I know McFarlane's DC figures have a lot of people who can't stand them, but I think they're solid figures. And when he does want to include some fun accessories like Animal Man with a badger, it's very cool. So, yeah, I think they're well worth buying, especially if you can get them on sale cheap at Ross. Jamla, we can take it back to 89 if you want to start acting like you live. Stalker version 2 of Rock and Roll version 2 are two of my favorite pack outs of Joe's. And yes, the kayak with the gun, that was so cool. I mean, I don't have a stream, but I'm going to just take him, put him in the bathtub and just go to work and rock and roll those big mini cannon guns. That was so cool. Ah, G-Brew, Torches Flame Effects do not work with Marvel Legends Pyro. Peg's too big. Jamlin, an often overlooked line these days is Masterverse. The new Eternia subline is great accessories to make both classic and alternate updated designs. I really feel bad about forgetting them. They do, and they're so cool. I feel like those new Eternia designs are really creative and fun. But if you don't want it, you can go old school and have classic figures with a little bit tweaked articulation and sculpting. Olu! I've been army building mutant collars. Wish Hasbro include one with each mutant. Where are you getting those mutant collars from? G-Root. Mayfex usually has great accessories. Thinking of Cyclops and Gambit specifically. Yes. Devin. Yep. The Masterverse Merman looks good in Battle Armor Skeletor. TJ Jedi, if you're in the Masterverse, the Vicron is a lot of bang for your buck. If you got it on clearance, 3 figs in 1, the numerous custom options are insane, and they did have a good price for him. Rakesh Icons did an awesome GL construct box set with a GL figure. Chip, I think it was. Not just Green Lantern constructs, it was a whole bunch of accessories, but yeah, Chip was included in that. Ryan, Snowjob's backpack is my favorite accessory. The fact that it can hold both skis, both poles, both snowshoes, and his rifle all at the same time is a work of art. I agree. I was trying to decide which G.I. Joe thing to go with. I really dig the swappable hair options that they give us. I wish Lady J's hair went down just a little bit further, but I love that creativity with that. So yeah, that's very cool. Which companies suck for accessories, McFarlane or Hasbro? Uh, it really depends on the figure. So, like, if you want the figure, the lack of accessories don't matter. But sometimes Todd really throws in some surprising number of accessories. Hasbro, they can be cheap. And maybe like, hey, here's some fists, like we got with Ant-Man. That was lame. But then they'll surprise us and give us all kinds of cool stuff. So it's a real give and take, and it depends on the figure. Mutant collars for sale on Etsy. Okay, Olu, thanks. Plate. The Marvel Select Mr. Fantastic has great pieces to make him elongate, as well as the coil base he makes in Snare Batty or Sue when it's frisky time. King Collector. Do you remember that knocked out giant man head accessory that came with the first Marvel Select Ultimate story? I do. I remember seeing that and thinking, what's the story behind this? Yeah, that was very fun. Oh, absolutely, Blake. Black Series face swaps on the Snow Trooper and Indoor Trooper. Yes, I wish they would have thrown in a few more with the Indoor Trooper. Judge Reds, I agree, Blake. I have the whole team. They all have good stuff except Thing. Yeah, he does have the chunky, super chunky hands. All right, well, it sounds like the lightning is coming a little bit closer now. So I want to wrap this up a little bit earlier than normal, just so I can avoid blacking out on you guys. Retro Robo, I don't know them, but I like that thing from the Mezco Fantastic 4-pack. We were talking about a while back. The Yancey Street lamppost looks like a fun accessory. It does. Hopefully his shoulders stay intact when you move him. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for right now. I'm probably going to do some more videos over the weekend, so stay tuned. If for whatever reason I don't, I'll be back on here Wednesday with the fellas for another edition of Lyle's Movie Files. But for now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.